Welcome back to the channel, where today we are witnessing the return of an absolute icon that bridges the worlds of legendary hip-hop history and rugged automotive excellence. We are talking about none other than the 1996 Hummer H1, once owned by the late great Tupac Shakur, a vehicle that has become as much a part of his mythos as the music he left behind. This isn't just any vintage SUV. It is a rolling testament to the height of the Death Row Records era and the persona of a man who defined a generation. As we see this machine head back to the auction block in early 2026, it serves as a powerful reminder of how certain vehicles can transcend their mechanical components to become cultural artifacts. To understand the significance of this Hummer, we have to travel back to the mid-90s, when the Hummer H1 was the ultimate symbol of power, wealth, and a certain invincible attitude on the road. Purchased by Tupac just months before his tragic passing in Las Vegas, this H1 was the rapper's personal chariot, a vehicle that perfectly matched his larger-than-life presence and his desire for a rugged, untouchable image. When you look at this Hummer H1 today, it still carries that same menacing energy it did when it cruised the streets of Los Angeles decades ago. Under the hood sits the massive 6.5-liter turbo diesel V8 engine, a power plant that wasn't built for speed, but for pure, unadulterated torque and the ability to conquer almost any terrain imaginable. In an era where most luxury cars were sleek sedans or sports cars, Tupac chose a tank. This specific model features several modifications that were high-tech and incredibly aggressive for 1996. It comes equipped with a heavy-duty front bumper and a massive winch ready for any obstacle. High-mounted off-road lights and a 360-degree spotlight sit atop the roof, giving it the appearance of a military scout vehicle prepared for a night mission. The exterior is finished in a deep black, accented by the Eliminator lettering on the rear fenders, a nod to the aggressive stance the vehicle takes. The wheels are wrapped in Dickinson tires, providing that wide, grounded look that makes the H1 so unmistakable even from a distance. The interior of the vehicle is a fascinating time capsule into the world of a multi-platinum recording artist at the peak of his career. While the Hummer H1 was originally a utilitarian military machine, Tupac's personal version was outfitted with premium touches that balanced the rugged exterior with a touch of celebrity luxury. It features a high-end audio system of the time, including a Clarion head unit and a multi-disc CD changer, which one can only imagine played the master tapes of All Eyes on Me during long drives. The seating is draped in leather, and the cabin remains remarkably preserved, offering a tactile connection to the man who once sat behind the wheel. There is something profoundly haunting and inspiring about seeing the controls and the cockpit of a vehicle that was so closely tied to such a transformative figure in music history. It isn't just about the leather or the buttons, it is about the stories those seats could tell if they had a voice. This Hummer H1 has had a storied journey since 1996, passing through various collectors and even spending time in museums as a centerpiece of hip-hop memorabilia. Every time it resurfaces at auction, it generates a massive wave of excitement because it represents one of the most significant pieces of celebrity provenance in the automotive world. We have seen celebrity cars sell for incredible sums before, but few carry the weight of a name like Tupac Shakur. Collectors aren't just buying a 1996 Hummer, they're buying a piece of the 1990s, a piece of the West Coast rap legacy, and a tangible link to a poet and rebel who changed the world. In the current market, where 90s nostalgia is at an all-time high and celebrity-owned vehicles are reaching record prices, this H1 is expected to attract serious attention from high-net-worth individuals and institutional collectors alike. As we approach the auction date, the automotive community is buzzing with speculation about what the final hammer price will be. Some experts suggest that given the rarity of authentic Tupac memorabilia and the pristine condition of this H1, we could see numbers that far exceed previous sales of this specific vehicle. It's a rare opportunity for someone to own a machine that is mentioned in history books and documentaries, a vehicle that was present during the final, most intense chapter of a legend's life. As we wrap up our look at this incredible return, we have to appreciate the craftsmanship and the preservation that have allowed this Hummer to remain in such stellar condition for 30 years. It is a testament to the durability of the H1 platform and the care of the collectors who have held the keys over the decades. Whether you're a fan of classic off-roaders, a devotee of hip-hop history, or a collector of rare celebrity artifacts, the Tupac Hummer H1 is a vehicle that demands your attention. It stands as a bridge between two worlds, a mechanical icon of a time when the music was loud, the cars were big, and the personalities were even bigger. We'll be watching the auction results closely to see where this piece of history heads next, but one thing is for certain, wherever it goes, it will remain one of the most significant vehicles ever to cross the auction block. It is the ultimate thug life cruiser, a blacked-out tank that perfectly encapsulates the defiance and the drive of an era that will never be forgotten. Stay tuned as we follow the journey of this legendary Hummer H1, a vehicle that continues to capture the imagination of fans and collectors across the globe.